Ashes of Creation is one of the most ambitious MMOs ever announced. But the real question is simple. Is it actually worth your time right now? I've been playing it, streaming it, and paying attention to what actually matters moment to moment. So today, I want to break down what feels worth it, what still doesn't, and who Ashes of Creation is honestly for at this stage. Hey y'all, it's Lil Q here. Thanks for watching. Quick thing, if you've ever watched these Ashes streams, you know they can run a little long. The game's pretty addicting, right? But luckily, I got some W.GG to get through it. It's better than traditional energy drinks and coffee, gives you energy, focus, and there's no jitters or crash. If you want to get some, check out my link below, and also check out the stream sometime. But let's get back to the video. I just want to start this by telling you what I'm hoping to accomplish with this video. Think of it as a little bit of a video essay from a 100-hour Ashes journey so far through the $50 early access price. Now that's important to note, it's $50 right now. Eventually there will be a subscription, but that's so far away. Right now it's just $50, you get into the game, you can play the game. So I want to start by just laying out the pros and cons about my 100-hour journey across 2 characters in Verra. So starting out with the pros, I want to talk about combat first and foremost. The combat feels great. It's one of the better combat games I've played. It's got that retro style MMO feel to it. It's very smooth. It's honestly probably the smoothest combat I've played since World of Warcraft. It looks good. It's responsive. You can see your numbers easily. You know you're dealing damage without an add-on. Like as a mage, I know I'm pumping, as you can see from some of these clips. And I think that that's a very fun part of an RPG, is being able to see that you're doing damage and you're affecting the game. It's dynamic. You can get creative with how you do combat. At least as a mage, right? For example, there's a lot of abilities that run off of each other, and that's how you play mage. You can tell that even in early access stage, the combat's going to be something that lasts and is great and feels good. The next pro is very important to any MMO. People are playing this. It's populated. You see everybody around the world. The towns are huge. The marketplace feels like a marketplace. And that brings me to the node system in general. It's the game's X factor, right? It's unlike static worlds. You affect the world around you with the people you're playing with, which is just a very unique part of the game that really sets Ashes apart from other titles in the genre. You have to work together or to build up the server, and you're in a town, and literally just from the sound of things, like you feel like you're in a marketplace. When you're buying things, you feel like you're actually buying things. They knocked this out of the park. In my opinion, this will last forever. It motivates people to play the game. It motivates people to work on the world around them, play with other people, and really affect the world that you're living in. This is, to me, like I said, the Ashes X Factor. It's very fun to play and to craft and gather things so that you can do buy orders to become a better citizen and build up your settlement. That correlates to the next pro, which to me is the economy and crafting in general, right? They're tied in. It's kind of the same pro, but you want to make money in this game. I feel motivated to create, run, get valuable materials I gathered to then sell so that I have enough gold to keep crafting, buy myself some upgrades, maybe buy a mount. Hunting is fun. Like the gathering in general is awesome to me. Obviously it's a little repetitive, but that goes without saying, right? You're mining things, you're chopping down trees. But the fact that you can find rare materials and then sell them on the marketplace or build better crates craft better things is so fun to me. I think that is something that will last a while, and that MMOs have to have to stay alive and to keep bringing people back in. And the progression feels nice with those systems, with the gathering. The other thing, like I said, is the economy. I feel motivated to make money. That, plain and simple. I think a lot of people play these video games to get rich in the game, and that actually is something that affects the world in Ashes. You could be super rich and wealthy and be the #1 crafter on the server, or have enough money where maybe someone's gonna want to vote you as mayor because they respect you. Super cool. I think that the economy has legs. The next pro that I want to talk about, and honestly this is the last big one, but the art style is really cool to me. The world, even though like some of the areas might not have a lot of content yet, the world is beautiful. Castles and the towns look great, and just the world around you feels vibrant. This castle is freaking beautiful. This is an endgame dungeon. It looks massive. The water looks great. The art style is something that I've heard people have a little bit of a knock on. I think it's great. I think it's a refreshing look. It's kind of like the old school MMO look, but with better technology. All right, all that's great, right? But now it's time to talk about some of the things that I personally have an issue with, and I'll actually show you some clips backing this up. So the first one I want to talk about is just right now that I know this will improve, but it's server lag, and it's, just the servers not necessarily being able to handle the population all the time. The game's fine, right? They have a lot of resets though sometimes, like when you're playing, they're currently doing a lot of maintenance, and that's expected. But that's, I want to bring that up in a video like this just to tell you guys, if you're gonna buy the game, this will happen, right? And I'll show you a clip right now of we're literally just pulling mobs, and both of our games independently, it's not a performance thing. Me and my cousin's games just like freeze, and twice, and I mean, we probably would have died anyway because we're a bunch of idiots, but that happens to people, and it's something to take note of. The other thing is low quantity of valuable loot through the early game. I have a level 15 character, I have a level 7 or 8 bard, right? And I think that this is something to bring up that I've also heard is like, you could be grinding and grinding and grinding, and I just don't think there's enough loot out there yet, at least through your leveling journey. I don't know what the end game's like. I know you get better loot because you can run better things, right? But it's hard to get upgrades. Like, I didn't see upgrades till like level 15 because that's when you make the jump to adept, and I bought all of my gear. But like, I'm out there killing mobs constantly, and a lot of mobs just don't drop loot. You have to run group content, and even then, you have like a 1/8 share of maybe getting that roll. So that's one of the biggest, I guess, gripes for me right now, is that I just don't think there's enough loot out there, and there's also not a lot of quests. If you like questing in RPGs, this game's not for you. This quest is just straight there's just not a lot of quests, and I mean, I'll show you this clip too. I literally spent like 30 minutes trying to do this quest, and it bugged out, and it didn't even work for me. And once again, that's expected in early access and in an alpha, but if you enjoy quests, this game doesn't really have a lot of that yet. So the PvP flagging is like very unclear. I'll show you this clip here of this guy just like flags us. He's like a level 25. I love PvP. I think the PvP system will be great, but there's a very unclear thing right now about PvP flagging and how someone gets corrupt. Like this guy, by all accounts, we accidentally AoE flagged up, and he killed a bunch of us, like our whole party. The PvP flag system's a bit unclear, and incidents like this will happen where I do like PvP, and I want to PvP sometimes, but when we're AoE farming and we can randomly just tag this guy, I don't want to say it's an exploit. I think it's just the way that the system works right now. So I don't think the guy's really exploiting the game. I just think that he knows that this will happen because of the current PvP system. The PvP flagging system between getting corrupt and just being flagged is unclear right now, and I think that they need to work something out there. So, is this game worth the $50 early access price right now? To me, absolutely. I'm going to play this game for a while. I have 100 hours into it. I think most RPGs, if you get 100 hours out of it for $50, most people would say that's a win. But it's up to you, right? The price is up to you. I think that there's a lot of content in the game right now. I'm not even level 25 yet, and I've been playing it for a while just because you can get distracted by so many other things. I would say go out there, spend $50 if you like an RPG that has these kind of things, with some of the things I mentioned. And you could do your own research. There's a lot, people have a lot of different takes on this game. I think that there are some really good arguments, but I think mostly there's a lot of takes out there that are doing this game an injustice. I think it's a good game. I think it will be a great game. And I say pay the $50 if you like the stuff that I just mentioned in this video. Thanks everybody for watching. Don't forget, check out the link below to get yourself some w.gg. They have some really good stuff right now. Vitamins, no jitters, no crashing, great energy, and check out the stream. We stream here on YouTube, we stream over on Twitch, and like, comment, and subscribe. Definitely comment, let me know what y'all think. Let's start a discussion. If you don't agree with me, that's totally fine. Let's start a healthy discussion in those comments, get some people talking. Like, comment, sub for more Ashes content, and I hope to see y'all in the game.